Just here behind me, we are seeing a second police vehicle arriving now here at the Lindela Repatriation Centre. There's one towards, I'm just going to step a bit out of the road a bit here, I beg your pardon. This is the second police vehicle that is arriving now at the Lindela Repatriation Centre. Of course, breaking news at this hour confirmed by the Home Affairs Minister, Dr. Aaron Motsoaledi, who was here a few moments ago, that 37 deportees had escaped here on a Sunday at 1700 hours. That's the time that the media has been given. So there seems to be a lot of discontent between the employees of this company, which is running the Lindela Repatriation Centre. In it, the minister says that these deportees had escaped after the security guards had knocked off early on the said day, but what we understand right here behind me, they've subsequently been suspended. They say that they did not have a written agreement with the company which is running this particular repatriation centre, and as far as they're concerned, on paper, they had knocked off at the correct time, and that nothing had been said pertaining to extra time or extra hours that they were scheduled to put in. So the Minister of Home Affairs was here to inspect today. He says he had a look at the CCTV footage, and at the time he says that these 37 deportees had escaped. There had not been these security guards on duty. He is now basically saying an investigation needs to be called into the company because he says they're basically collateral damage in what has taken place here, because there seems to be a lot of discontent between the workers as well as the company that is running the Lindela Repatriation Centre. Remember, after Bosasa had been liquidated, there was the liquidators had basically hired a company who to run this particular facility, and by the time the Department of Public Works last year had bought this Lindela Repatriation Centre on behalf of the Department of Health, that company had already had a contract with this facility here behind me. So we're not quite sure at this stage what the presence of the police means here at this stage, these two police vehicles that have just come here now. But there were whistleblowers amongst those standing here behind me who had indicated that this was not the first escape that has taken place here at the Lindela Repatriation Centre. The minister also acknowledges that there was an escape last year pertaining to these 37 deportees who escaped on Sunday. The minister also acknowledges that some of them have gone through the correctional facilities here in the country and that some of them have done time. So for exactly what is also another question that needs to be posed at this stage, whether they are dangerous, whether they're not dangerous, what is the profile of those individuals who have escaped from the Lindela Repatriation Centre. So the minister quite fuming when he arrived here. We also asked about some of the grievances that were brought by the workers themselves, who say that there is not enough gear that has been given to them to stave off infection of the coronavirus. The minister says that is an agreement or something that the company itself should be attending to. So it certainly seems like at this stage that these workers here behind me believe that they've been suspended unduly. And I do understand in the next few moments, just immediately after we get off air, they will then be heading to the police station, they say, to open a case against the Home Affairs Minister, Dr. Aaron Motsoaledi. I'll just stand out of the shot just a little bit so that you can see what's happening there. These are some of the workers that I was telling you about, Nompo, who are saying that something needs to be done. They're extremely unhappy with the circumstances here at the Lindela Repatriation Centre, and all their calls for intervention about some of their grievances, including the hours that they have to work, have fallen on deaf ears. And they're saying it's not their fault that the escape had happened then. As far as they're concerned, they had actually followed in terms of what is in black and white about the time that they were supposed to knock off then. So the Minister of Home Affairs indicating that you will also have a Parliament Portfolio Committee on Home Affairs to come here, and that will then subsequently mean there will be an inspection of this particular place, because some of the allegations that have also been made, and you will see in our later news bulletins, some of the visuals we will put on air, Nompu, will show you what seems to be a very dilapidated state here at the Lindela Repatriation Centre. So clearly, it's either the company or the Department of Home Affairs that would need to certainly make sure that there is some action that is taken here. But the Minister says certainly there are heads that will roll in this particular instance. And the company itself certainly has a lot to answer for about exactly what took place. And whatever grievances that the employees themselves have need to be sorted out with the company so that you don't have a recurrence of what had taken place here.
In terms of when this incident was supposed to have happened, it was supposed to have happened on Sunday. Why is the minister only reacting, 48 hours later to visit there? And have these guys essentially now disappeared? Is it going to be difficult or easy to find them? And wouldn't it be easy, given the fact that it is locked down, where on earth would they be able to go?
Well, in fact, this was brought to us by whistleblowers to what was actually taking place here at the Lindela Repatriation Centre. There were a number of videos that went viral for which these whistleblowers indicate is what took place here at the Lindela Repatriation Centre. And the minister says they scaled over the fence, but what over the wall, in fact. But what the whistleblowers are saying is that that is not true. Some of these escapes have taken place through the ceiling, and then that's how you'd be able to access outside. So when I asked the minister about the condition of the Lindela Repatriation Centre and concerns about it being in a dilapidated state, he asked me if I'd been inside. So I said, these are the videos that are going viral. You can either deny or agree with what has been shown to the public or what the whistleblowers have put out to the public. It's going to be very difficult to find those who have escaped here from the Lindela Repatriation Centre. It is locked down, as you indicate. Where are you going to find them at this stage? So that's as much as we have at this point. Nothing further. I guess more details will be given to the police that have just arrived here now about exactly the exact figure, because the number we're being given at this stage is 37. But whether that number is going to increase in the next couple of hours or next couple of days, that certainly remains to be seen. But of great concern indeed here at the Lindela Repatriation Centre, the escape having taken place here of individuals or deportees, which the minister says he cannot even say at this stage in terms of their profiling, whether they're dangerous or not, but he does agree that some of them have gone through the correctional facilities in this country.
Thanks very much, my colleague there, Chriselda Lewis, reporting from the Lindela facility. So for more on this COVID-19 story, we're going to cross now to our reporter, Selwane.